Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Jujutsu Craft. Last time, we started taking a look at Gojo's technique, the final one from the base mod that we had to look at. Or I guess technically speaking, we started with one more test of Mahito's technique against Sukuna, but as expected, it really can't handle it very well. But, Gojo makes very, very quick work of base stage Sukuna. Well, I say it makes quick work of it. It's technically not that. It's still technically a fight there. It's just not a very long one. You can more or less make do. What's that? Hold on. Exchange physical ability for curse power. Heavenly restriction. Okay, interesting. I added in Jujutsu Craft SK. JJSK. Blah. I added in another add-on. We're going to be looking at that in a little bit. But yeah, Gojo, we managed to beat Yuji Sukuna fairly easily. And then we finally had an actual challenge against Megumi Sukuna, who we're actually going to rematch here and try to get a win against, because this is not an easy fight. Blue, that was just outside of range apparently. Not Infinity. The only problem is that Infinity is on that button. I'm curious, what's my Oh, Infinity gets turned off with the click of that button. That is like the worst possible ability to put on a mouse button, actually. Okay. But, yeah. We can fight this Sukuna. We're not exactly... we haven't actually managed to beat him yet. We gave it one go. It lasted like 20 minutes or something like that. Like a very long time. Like, and eventually, once he hits low enough health, he will actually turn into, Heian era. Wow, you just decided to pull out Maharaga instantly. Okay, that's a problem. Apparently, whenever this Maharaga dies, Sukuna just automatically gains access to World-Cutting Slash, which is a problem. He is just... I guess when you're playing as Gojo, he specifically starts bringing out Maharaga instantly, instead of, like, trying something else. Instead of sending out his other spirits, like a Maximum Elephant first. Phase, Twilight, Eyes of Pranya, launch that there. How are you... Adaptation is so busted. Like, how on earth is he already adapted to blue? Like, he got hit... I hit Sukuna with one blue before he summoned Maharaga, and I guess that was enough. Like, it hasn't been that long. I'm gonna need to launch, like, a big hollow purple here, I think. 9 ropes, polarized lights, Crow and Declaration, between fourth and lights, hollow nuke, and reverse curse, reverse curse. Maharaga managed to survive, but not very well. Oh, just take on... I think Agito managed to die there. It kind of seems like it. Reverse curse. Ow, no way! Yeah, this Sukuna legitimately cheats. Like, there was no time... Basic punches, he has domain amplification on, but like, that's not how domain amplification works for getting past Infinity. It has to specifically strip. You have to strip the Infinity off of a mob, but for the mobs using domain amplification, they just instantly break through. Why are their techniques so much stronger? Also, it totally launched a world-cutting slash without any build-up time. Like, it just feels like we're playing by like entirely different rule sets, and the AI just gets so many bogus boosts for some reason. I'm probably gonna be dead whenever this unfreezes. Oh, I guess not. It didn't actually manage to do that much damage. I was expecting that freeze to be a world-cutting slash. Wow. Okay, we have him minus 100 health now. That's good. Where is he? I need to land a Black Flash to even have a shot here. And knock. Just outside of range. Let's avoid reverse curse for just a moment, if I can. Just to try and let fatigue go down on its own. Where is he? Where is he? Barrage attack, please. I seriously need a Black Flash. Where is he? And there's that. Fatigue is 3 minutes. What? Okay, I didn't think I had built up that much fatigue, but I guess so. Ah, dang it. This fight is borderline impossible, even with Gojo's technique. Like, there's just not much I can do about this. He is just, like, so omnipresent. We were just, like, sort of stuck in a stalemate. He wasn't moving, I wasn't moving. And full Chowered Blue Strike. Where is he? Reverse Curse. I have a lot of fatigue built up, but I'm apparently not going to land a Black Flash. The game has decided I'm not allowed to. I'm doing fairly well once again. It looks like we both have quite a bit of fatigue built up. And I'm managing to stick a little bit of damage occasionally. I'm going to need to launch a purple here. And fully charge that one. He doesn't seem to want to be spam World Cutting Slash anymore, at least. That's a good. Oh, this fight is just, like, so hard to actually win, though. Like, it's just like a brawl, and it just goes for so long. Oh, that was a big old knockback attack. I wish I had some extra jump movements. Like, I wish I could move even a fraction of his speed. Knockback attack and barrage attack here. I think that landed. Knockback attack. A knockback attack, I think, is the best odds. Maybe a regular charge attack actually has higher odds. I don't know. I've used knockback attack because it's the one I cycle to faster from barrage attack, but this might work just as well if I can land it. Where is he? Like, he is spamming knockback attack right now, so I can't even stay close enough to him. Come on. Interestingly enough, neither of us has landed a Black Flash. That's the surprising part. Like, usually I get hit with at least one at this point. I'm curious if a well-timed barrage attack is actually managing to stop some of these, like, big slashes, and some of these are supposed to be world cutting. There is he. And I don't know, it just feels like the game's just deciding that he plays by different rules, and therefore he should always win. That's just sort of what it feels like. Like, his domain amplification just completely ignores my my infinity with every punch. That's not how that's supposed to function. He can just spam World Cutting Slash for free because I succeeded in taking care of Maharaga quickly. That's not how that's supposed to function. I don't know. It feels like the AI, the mobs, just have so many bogus modifiers. Like, they just play by a completely different rule set that always benefits them. And it's so infuriating. I don't know. It's... You can win that fight, but I need to land a Black Flash so I can actually reverse curse. The game just decided I'm not allowed to land those for whatever reason sometimes. You need... Maybe I need to start trying to spam purple a little bit more often. Like, I was going pure physical, trying to land the Black Flash, but it just will not happen. I don't know. It's possible to win that fight. We managed to force him into change into the Heian form last time. That one, this attempt was just nowhere close to that, though. I don't know. I don't know. It's so discouraging that the game that the mobs just literally cheat. Like, I will not accept that is not actually just cheating. Like, if the mobs have to play by different rules, fine. They should be like equal rules. The rules should not purely benefit the game. Like, that feels so unfair. I don't know. Gojo is already... obviously, Gojo's super powerful. You can win that fight. It's just... It's so impossible. You can do it, but it feels impossible the whole fight, especially when he mode changes. But anyways, let's start looking at JJSK. I'm gonna rapid fire this. What I think I'm gonna do, JJSK, it adds in a bunch of stuff, it adds in some new techniques, new mobs, all that good stuff. I'm gonna rapid fire this. We're gonna go through all the JJSK stuff, and then what I'm probably gonna do is take an episode or two going through like the strongest techniques, giving them all the buffs possible, and seeing if anyone can beat Heian era Sukuna. Just because he is just so strong, and I want to manage it, but it's not. It's so close to impossible for most people. Anyways, Gojo. He can beat anyone, but Sukuna's a challenge, of course. Let's use the Curse Technique Changer 2. So, JJSK adds in this 2 pages of screen here, and you can actually flip back to the normal one as well. A lot of these names are familiar. Like, it adds in a lot of the same mods as Jujutsu Craft V, and a lot of the same techniques. Like, Finger Bearer, this is just Insect. Let's just go for that. So, we are currently playing as Insect, the same technique as... Yeah, this is essentially the same technique that Insect uses. Like, it's more or less the exact same thing as the Insect version from JJCV. Curse Arrow. Huh. I was not expecting that to one-shot. Okay, no charge time at all. It immediately does like 125. Okay. 230. Maybe I should pull out these as well. There they are. Oh, excuse me, sorry. So, Cursed Arrow, full charge does 250. If we switch to this insect real quick, use Curse Power Shoot. It's the same technique, basically. Literally the same effect. Okay. JJSK Insect, instantly, nothing else, already stronger. That's a good sign, I guess. This one also has 2 different blast techniques. Cursed Energy Blast. I'm assuming this is like the basic one we're going to get to see. 300. Yep, that's the basic one. Insect loves to spam that attack. Got it. Wide Cursed Energy Blast. More expensive, more aggressive. I'm going to assume we're at a full charge now. You know what? That's the one that Insect usually spams. Got it. And the cursed energy thing is broken. So do that. So yeah, we have 2 different ones. That's the one that it loves to use. I'm basically out of insects, but oh well. Let's give it its quick Maharaga test. I'm going to give everything like 1 test against Maharaga, just to see. And... Oh, that did literally nothing. Like, Maharaga's fine. I was hoping that would do a little bit more. Like, I was hoping it would be, if not super powerful, at least stick like a couple of points of damage on him, not literally 1. Okay. You need to be an actual sniper, apparently, to land this technique. Because, like, I went through the crook of his arm, apparently, and that... Okay. This insect can apparently do quite a bit more damage than the other insect. But, like, actually hitting the shots is pretty rough. And at least against Maharaga, it's not doing incredibly well. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that one can hit it. It kind of seems like you need to full charge the techniques to get much done with it, though. Yeah, and Maharaga adapts to them. So... let's do this. As I said, I'm just going to, like, rapid fire these ones. I think that's, like, a fairly good showing of where that's going to be. You're not going to beat Maharaga. It's not that great. If it can't beat Maharaga, it's almost always disaster grade. There are very, very few techniques that cannot pull out a win against at least Hanami out of the disaster grades. Like, can it beat Hanami? There are very few techniques that can't do that. Only the worst techniques cannot beat Hanami, at least. Anything that is not terrible beats Mahito. You can usually pull out some sort of win against Dagon and Jogo. Basically, the way I put it, just because of how they work, not because of who's stronger, Mahito is slightly easier to beat because he is slightly less annoying in a fight. So, I usually put Dagon and Jogo in the same thing. Mahito is stronger than Hanami. So, like, the most, words are hard. How I have this in my head, only the most terrible techniques cannot beat Hanami. Almost every good technique can beat Dagon, which does mean they can also beat Mahito. And, like, there are some techniques they're good, but they max out against Jogo. And then that's where most techniques fit. You can beat or match Jogo is like most techniques minus the strongest ones. And then from there, there's like 10 that beat Maharaga. And then from there, there's like 4 that beat Gojo. And then there's like a couple that can beat Yuji Sukuna. That's basically how I have like the tier list in my head. This one, I can definitely see a Hanami win. I probably see a Mahito win. It probably matches up to Jogo. I'm like rushing through this one. I really just want to bring this series to an end. After that, do I just want to go with the ones that also have a version in JJSK too? Just to like see the difference first, and then I'll do the brand new ones. You know what? Sure. Muta Kokichi, I don't know. Don't know you. Utahime. Is this one going to work exactly the same as it does in the other one? Close Utahime. This one actually has the bow. Interesting. Jujutsu Craft V close version of it. That's Jujutsu Craft S. Jujutsu Craft V. Oh, wait, no. I'm looking for the Jujutsu Craft S ones, not the, Okay. Where are Zenin shoes? It just gives Zenin shoes. Cool. I like it. I prefer this one, this clothes, or I think I prefer the Jujutsu Craft V version. I think I like how they look a little bit more puffy. Like, they look a little bit more flowy. So we're going to stick with this one. All that stuff can just go in here. Inventory's a huge mess. But Utahime before, it was basically just the area of effect thing, and it helps other players. What have we got? Flying Kick. That's new. The other Utahime is literally just physical and solo forbidden area. Solo forbidden area, solo, multi. Solo forbidden area 2, cooldown. Hold on. False. Let's see what happens here. False. What have we got? Fire resistance, haste 3, regeneration, night vision, speed 2. I have no idea what that says. Permanent zone, strength. Okay. Hold on. This is just for us. We're not boosting anyone else. Oh, yeah, it's still in peaceful mode. Let's see. Solo forbidden area is still going. It says I have regeneration. It's not okay. It's not great regeneration. That damage looks about the same. Multi now. I'm assuming this isn't boosting insect, right? Let's just put this to solo. That costs the least amount of cursed energy, like it just about breaks even. Yeah, I feel faster. My regeneration doesn't feel much better. 19. Hold on, let's turn this off. What about like a basic attack with nothing else? 18. 17. 8. Huh. 8, 12, 14, 17. 17. 14. 3. Okay, it seems to be maxing out at 17. Oh, there's a 19, a 17. It's really hard to tell when damage is just... Oh, when damage is so unreliable. But like a basic punch to you, 752, 769 or 752. It seems to switch between the two. That's not what I meant to do. If I put on this... Okay, that is definitely a damage buff. Strength is definitely taking effect. Everything else, extra speed, haste, whatever that is. Okay. Oh, and it looks like that has a timer, but it's like so long that it's basically tied to you dying or running out of cursed energy. So, the Utahime technique is actually usable in single player in this version. That's gaining you some points. That is gaining SK some points here. Like, actually, Utahime might be fairly decent even. Depending on the amount of boost we have here. Like, I'm pure physical. It seems to be like boost to my physical stats mostly. I can't really do much else. Like, it's just how well do I... what are my boosts like for, like, punching Maharaga in the face? Okay, and flying kick. Maharaga's still a problem. But I feel fairly strong here. Especially when I manage to get attacks that, like, don't get blocked mostly. I'm doing, like, 40 damage or something. Yeah. Utahime feels really strong now. Like, I actually kind of like using this technique. With 6 eyes, you get permanent healing. Your boosts are literally permanent. And the regeneration and, like, the extra effects aren't strong enough to make it, like, Sukuna Gojo tier. But, like, it does its job fairly well. I don't think I see a Yuki win either. I don't think it has a way to deal with the, Yeah, I just don't see a way that this is ever going to deal with the black hole effect. But, like, it's at least in this tier of attacks. That makes it very good. And barrage attack. Domain expansion way to sky. I'm assuming this is supposed to be some sort of boost to my, like, solo arena stuff. What is this doing? I don't know. I'm assuming domain expansion flow down. Yeah, the only problem is I have no idea at all what the domain is doing. Does multi make the domain better or no? No, it looks like the regeneration's the same. Let's just cancel it. Cancel domain, and that should automatically turn it off. I don't remember if SK actually has a wiki. Let me go double check real quick. Okay, there is a wiki. It just doesn't give any more information than we've already seen. It literally just says that it adds an insect curse technique. It doesn't explain insect curse technique, any of what it actually does. And then for this, it just says buffs the user and other players. Apparently, curse techniques get a 200% buff, but we can't really do that. Maybe it works for, like, barrage attack? Oh, wait, no, I'm not actually in Solo Forbidden Area. So, like, that would be the normal... Oh. I think that's what it does. Like, it's not actually a curse technique, so I wasn't sure if it would work. But I think... That's a normal one, 861.6. 861.6. And... Okay. Nope, I have no idea what the ding 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 was, because apparently it wasn't that. Yeah, I got nothing. No idea what that was. I thought that was like a denoting that it had charged up to 200% and was thus going to be more powerful, but I guess not. It might have been one of the mobs nearby. But this technique actually being usable is actually kind of nice. It's basically just like permanent buffs, assuming you don't have to waste all of your energy on cursed energy, on reverse curse healing. And the domain seems kind of useful. It has a special name, it has a special design, but there's literally no information about it. I don't even know what it's supposed to be doing. Anyways, next up on the chopping block, that's a fun one. Gaku Ganji. This was already a pretty fun one in the old, in JJ... Whatever, words are hard. In the other add-on. But we have guitar, of course. What have we got? Sound amplifier and sound of destruction. Okay, we have two different modes of sound amplifier once again, it looks like. Okay, we have like the snap effect we saw in... hello, Maru Maru. Yeah, the snap... Yeah, this is definitely weaker than the other version's snap. It's like single target right in front of you. But it does decent damage, it's pretty cheap, and you can sort of spam it like this. So it's not... I don't prefer this one, definitely, but it's not necessarily bad. And sound amplifier on the guitar instead. I'm assuming, is just playing the guitar the same thing? No. You literally just play the guitar and put your attacks on cooldown, but just for the fun of it, I guess. Sound amplifier. There we go. Why could I just not land that before? That was weird. Like, I was trying to do the same thing over and over again, and it just wasn't working. I don't know if I understand how this is functioning. Yeah. I don't know if I like how this works. Like, I don't really understand why it's hitting and why it's not hitting sometimes. Like, this is quite literally playing sound in all directions. Why does it feel so hard to hit? It also doesn't do much damage, but it's also Maharaga, so that's not entirely fair. Sound of Destruction. I mean, it's a cool-looking domain. It's a basic-looking domain, but it's cool. Do not fight Maharaga with this domain. It causes weird sound problems. Yeah, this is definitely never going to pick up a win against Maharaga. Doesn't matter how much curse energy I had. I could give myself to 6 eyes. I'm just never going to win there. I don't know. It feels... I'm not sure I don't think it's necessarily bad. I just think it's really hard to hit with something that's like should be like a fairly large AoE. Like, I don't know if really comparing the add-ons like this is really fair to either add-on like I was originally going to do. But like where they're both adding in the same techniques, it feels hard not to do it. I don't know. It's not it's not bad. Of the two add-ons, I think it has the weaker version of this technique. Like this character can like solo someone who is presumably at least relatively strong. And it doesn't feel like I'd be able to do that. Soundwave technique required to hold the guitar in main hand. Hold on. The wiki is... The mobile version of the wiki is truly terrible. 1 second. Okay. This wiki is less than useful. Apparently right-clicking with the guitar in hand is... Thank you. Ever so much, Hakari. I definitely wanted to be in your domain with you. Yeah, apparently right-clicking with just the guitar is supposed to use sound amplifier, but it doesn't appear to want to. Also, this is supposed to be the same thing as Hajime's scream technique. It just feels... I don't know. This is most definitely not my favorite technique. Like, I see what they were going for. I just don't think it was... But I don't think this is like working as intended. It feels like this is supposed to be like this is supposed to work like a different technique, and it doesn't feel like it works like that technique. But yeah, Gaku Ganji, I don't know, that doesn't really feel like it's working as intended. We're getting extra lag because I have Chrome open in the other window, and and I already have issues sometimes with this mod. So Ooey Ooey is next up. This is one I couldn't really make work in multiplayer. Where's Ooey Ooey's thing? Or single player rather. And yeah, it looks like this technique is going to work more or less exactly the same, right? Blink. Charge it. Just teleport where you're looking. Okay, it looks like it creates like a little black mist wherever you want to go. I have no idea what a full charge for this is actually doing. The wiki for this literally... The wiki for this says it has spatial transference and teleport. I'm going to assume that the wiki for this is like super out of date. Because, like, it's just incorrect. Insect is like our good training buddy. And what are you? Jujutsu Craft V, Terry Goat Insect. Okay, that's Jujutsu Craft V, not SK. But like, oh, not Warp. Oops. I had wanted to try using Blink on an opponent to see if we could like swap spots or something. But nope, I literally just teleport through them, set a location, and warp back. Yeah. And domain expansion. It's just going to be a simple, basic domain. Blink. I literally can, like, blink out of the domain, I guess. Why did that do so much damage? Hold on. Oh, I still have permanent zone for some reason. What, okay? Oh, interesting. That domain just gives you permanent zone, I guess. That's interesting. I guess that makes it a little bit more usable. But like in a world where you can destroy entire mountains, just being able to move from point A to point B really, really quickly isn't that useful. Like it definitely, this is one where in the actual series, you're definitely going to get way more use out of it than in Minecraft. So, ooey ooey. It's still kind of an one. It's literally just pure physical, but you can like teleport out of the way of attacks, which usable in certain situations, not many though. Larroway. Is that one that also was in here? I don't think so. So that's like a new one we're going to look at. What are the other ones that also exist in the other one? Just so we can get them out of the way, see how they feel different. I mean, Dabura, but we're gonna wait on that one. It's work in progress. I don't know if it's actually working. Kenjaku does not exist. Mimiko. Actually, Hasaba / Mimiko. Mimiko's there. I feel like I saw Hasiba too, and I thought it was someone else. Maybe not. I don't know. Mimiko, though. This is Beard. Nope, that's something else, I assume. All of that can just go away. I wish they automatically stacked, but they do not. Sukuna fingers, why are you not stacking? Whatever. Things are looking weird in there. So, strangulation. Oh yes, this is the noose girl. Okay. So instead of having two different rope techniques, one for up, one for down, we just have that. 10 seconds, it did 0 damage. Now, why was that one a 12? I feel like at special grade, that's not great. Domain expansion. Oh, we have a special domain, Nobara doll. Does this one change how Nobara's technique works? Okay. The ropes are, at least in the domain, the ropes seem a little bit better. There is no sure hit. Like, I still have to aim and land a strangulation on them. Oh, maybe there's a little bit of a sure hit. This one's not feeling great. This one feels like it needs to do more damage. Like, if you can't at least do decent damage to insect, I don't know if this technique is even beating Hanami. This might be going in the bottom tier. It's just super weak for some reason. Like, hold on. Strangulation has, like, way too long of a cooldown. Even in the domain, there is 0 sure hit there. Like, I have to be within, like, 5 blocks. The domains for this add-on are a little bit broken, apparently. We saw the floor of one get broken, and then they don't actually properly despawn. There might be some, like, weird stuff where it's, like, multiple add-ons at once. The game doesn't like it, or it could be, like, a bad version of the game. Like, I think this is technically, like, a slightly older one. I don't know. But this... I know this character was, like, super weak. But, like, it's... I feel like you should be able... Like, most techniques should be able to deal with insect at this point. If you're a special grade and you're struggling with insect, that is... that is very, very Sorry, Mimiko. You might legitimately be one of the worst techniques, period. Okay, sorry, Mimiko. Moving on. Aruta. Is that one? Fire, bag mask. This one is work in progress over here, but it does exist in but there is a version over there. Let's see. These are the Phantom Parade characters. And okay. So that's that for cursed user. Nanako, Mimiko, Nanako. I don't know, maybe there's not a Nanako over there. Jiro, is there a Jiro over here? Don't think so. Ogami. Jujutsu Craft, no, I don't think so either. Illusion, I don't think so. Eso, no. Anu, Haba, Charles, Dido. Don't some of those... Doesn't Dido already have a technique? I'm fairly sure Dido is that not Dido, like the powerful swords one? Flash. Yep, I'm gonna pass right by this one. Like, this guy only has a max cursed energy of 60. but he only uses it to slash attack. This guy is a wannabe. Uh, this guy's a wannabe Maki, right? Like, he was born with very little curse energy, but unlike Maki and Toji, who literally have 0 and thus get extra bonuses from it, he does not have like the perfectly heavenly one or whatever. Yeah, this not feeling great. Next up, who else have we not actually seen fight? Who else has versions that we've already seen, rather? A lot of the cursed spirits are the same. Kaito Yuki. Barrier Knife. Okay. Yuki. This is the Foundation Stone one, right? Foundation Stone. I hope that, like, this whole huge problem with, like, inventory management didn't cause me to not get something important. So let's just try and do that. And let's reselect Kaito Yuki here. Then we'll go back to the Cursed Spirits. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything there. Support Cursed Power. Support Cursed Power. This technique. Do I just... Okay, Permanent Zone. Permanent Zone, and it circles on me. I'm not running out of it. Cool. Permanent Zone is always great. Barrier Knife. Let's turn off support for a moment. Yeah. There's a reason this is work in progress. Like, that technique's literally doing nothing. Yeah, I don't think that the game likes that I also have Chrome open. 1 second. Okay, it's a good thing we're just about to end off. Domain expansion. Basic domain, basic domain. And Barrier Knife continues to do nothing. Support, basically give myself Permanent Zone. Yeah, I think other players would also get Permanent Zone because of this. It feels like I am doing extra damage in the domain or something. Like, that's the second time I literally one-shot Insect. And while this is a strong weapon, it's not one-shot. It doesn't usually just instantly one-shot. Also, our technique did not close when our domain closed, so it literally is Permanent Zone. Nice. Game's still not happy. 1 second, I'm gonna have to go close the wiki. I'll read up on the last few ones real quick, and then, yeah. That explains so much. That wiki is literally 2 years old. Or, I think it was December 24. So, like, a year and a half old since it's been updated. That's not good. It's not great. So, yeah. This one, Permanent Zone, but it's not working. It's not fully implemented just yet, hence the work in progress. Also, apparently Iori, who I think I passed by. Or not, I could have sworn... Was I thinking of Jiro? I thought I passed by someone named Iori, who would have also been Hazanoke, but no, I guess I didn't. I don't know. I'm mildly rambling, trying to, like, speed run through stuff. Saki Rindo. Did you exist in the other one? Hold on. You're a Phantom Parade. Rindo Saki, you were work in progress over here. What could you actually do if you're in? Raki Sindo. Words are hard. Speed attack, overhead, jump attack. Catastrophe, reversal curse, and domain expansion. So we have the strong physical ones. I do enjoy using them. They're not always useful, but they are fun. And you know what? If you can, like, switch them in and then barrage attack when you land, there's some usability and they're decent. Okay, now there's no blaming it on the wiki. Again? Hopefully we can just finish this out. We've only got like 1 more minute. Catastrophe, reversal curse. Cursed energy catastrophe is on the bottom right there. What exactly did I just do? Hold on. Fully charge it. It's fairly low range. Okay. I think I see what that's doing. And if it works like I think it works, that's awesome. I'm fairly sure that I want to take hits here. Yeah, I want to take hits. And then what I assume is that the more cursed energy I have down there, the more damage I do. Don't... Apparently, it is only applying on the... Yeah, it looks like it's only applying on a full charge of the attack. The basic one doesn't seem to be doing extra damage. Okay, hold on. Maharaga, start beating me up, please. There's that. Let's actually get a weapon out. That might be nice. Speed attack, barrage attack. I'm building up quite a bit of cursed energy at this point, and catastrophe reversal curse. I think I missed it there. How much damage did that do? 0. Like 50 against Maharaga. For some reason, it feels like you can only max out at doing like 50 damage to Maharaga at a time, except for like a couple of attacks do more than that. Like most big ones that can like one-shot lesser mobs will only do 50 for some reason. So it didn't quite do as much as I was hoping. Oh, he just fully blocked that. Cool, thanks. No, what? Oh, he's fully adapted to it. He fully adapted to it, I think, before the first hit even landed. How? That's not how you work. You need to take a hit of a certain type before you can adapt to it. That's the function of the game. I'm gonna spawn in a one. I don't know, it feels like sometimes this game just decides. It's just going to act however it wants to, and I'm gonna pay the punishment for it. Okay, that was not a fully charged one. That only did like 25. He should be able to adapt to that now. That one did like 45 again. That one did 18. Now he's adapted to it. That makes sense now. It's a fun technique. Maybe it's not that powerful, though. Especially since I assume that's not going to bypass Infinity, so it's not going to be Gojo. It has, like, these strong physical techniques, which does give it a bit of an extra edge against Maharaga, but it ends up going to be, like, a full physical fight instead. With, like, a couple of big hits like this that are eventually just going to be adapted to. Domain. Yeah, Domain makes it sure hit, and it looks like we actually have increased cursed energy. We're building up that faster or something. Either that or I just took like a bunch of hits there. I like it in theory. It's just not Maharaga class. I think I do enjoy this. Anything that makes you stronger the more hits you take. Hold on, I need to see something. That did 29. I kind of want to see it like on a training dummy. Slash game mode C real quick. Let's just spawn in a training dummy, and let's just see. Do we actually do more on our basic attacks? Like Sharpen Playful Cloud, Full Charge Knockback Attack. 20502. 205.2 rather. Now if I do this, 205.2. Oops. Knockback Attack. Full Charge Knockback Attack. How much damage does that do? Okay, it's not like a boost to all of our attacks. It seems like it's just specifically the one attack that gets boosted, which makes it it's not as good as I was hoping for, but basically accumulating punches and dealing it back to them. Now, it's very cool in theory. It's just not like super high grade strength wise. But anyway, that's probably a pretty good place to end things off. We made it through a big chunk, didn't we? You 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I skipped past a bag mask and buyer. There's just so many. Hold on, bag mask is super simple to go through. Am I gonna finish looking through all of them? Speed attack, overhead attack, clone summon. Clone summon maximum. You only get 2 summons? The whole point is you specifically get 4, right? That's the whole point. Like, the person was specifically shown with 4 clones. Now we have 3 clones. The fact it automatically brings you back. Okay, there we go. Now we have 4 clones, and I can change bodies clicking that effect. Okay, that works the same. Okay, and I don't have to. Oh, I guess I'm the 4th body. That makes sense. And I don't have to specifically summon them. But they do still have it. They're not that strong. And we have the stronger attacks. We haven't fought Gojo all day. So you know what? We're going to give this one shot. Get him! Get him, my clone army! Get him! Get him! This is stupid. There's just no way this works, right? Like, this is just literally never going to work. Like, he launches one hollow blue revolve, and this just ends. Like, I'm fairly sure one of my clones is already about to die. They can reverse curse at least. Eliminate a curse user. Oh, I guess my own clones are counted as curse users, I guess. I think there's one of me left. Ow! Hold on. There's no way this works, right? Clone summon. Hold on. They're not on any sort of cooldown. Yeah, my own clones are considered, like, things that I gain points for. Clone summon. This is stupid. This shouldn't work. There's no reason this should work. Oh, he found the real one. Like, oh, he's back up to full health. He has stopped. Just with one revolving blue, and you instantly win, Gojo. You know that, right? Like, they're fairly good. The mobs are fairly adept at knowing exactly which moves to use to win a fight. The fact that he's not is weird. Oh, there it is. That did not do as much damage as I was expecting. I am the only one who actually got caught in it. Oh, who landed the black flash there? Was it one of my mobs? I think it was one of my clones. Maximum clone summon. This is stupid. Like, I saw the other version of Bag Mask was able to do something similar, and like could actually fight Gojo like this just by giving everyone inverted spears. But like it never managed to do much damage. This actually managed to do at least some damage to Gojo. And he no longer has any damage on him. Yeah, this. I know it was stupid. This was never gonna work. But the fact that for a moment he was under 700 health, or under 800 health, is so funny to me. Like, it's death by 1,000 cuts, but you'll never actually die in the end. Yeah, this is goofy and fun, but I think that's probably like a fair showing of this, right? Like, under one very specific situation, you can challenge Gojo here. I am going to run out of resources eventually. Maybe? Yeah, it seems like there's some cost over time. He's just going to keep annihilating clones. I end up spending quite a bit to bring him back again. With 6 Eyes permanent curse energy, permanently just doing some damage to him, he's got to have, like, levels of fatigue now. There is technically a world in which this silly nonsense technique manages to beat Satoru Gojo, and I actually kind of love that. Anyways, I do not think I have the patience for that. I'm just gonna let this fight end. But anyways, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody. Can you just end this now? I don't want to keep fighting you. I want to thank everyone one more time for watching, and a special thank you to the channel members, Yamato, Tanagura, and Goddess of the Starfilled Void. Thank you both so much for the extra support. For real now, take care everybody.